Hey guys, well today I've got a really easy dinner recipe for you all to try and make. It's super easy actually, and it's got hardly any ingredients in it. And I'll tell you what, the results, I was up at my friend's place, Cameron, he whipped it up just really quickly for the kids and for all of us to eat. And I'll tell you what, it just flew off the plate. The 4-year-old ate it, the 8-year-old ate it, the 14-year-old ate it, and the 29-year-old here ate it as well. It's really, really nice, meaty. It's got hidden vegetables in it so the kids will eat it. Let's start making it.
This is Greg's Kitchen.
Really easy recipe. All I'm using for this is some ground beef, carrot, onion, cabbage, some of this Keen's mustard, and a couple of packets of this chicken noodle soup. I love using soup in recipes. They just turn out so good. So I'll just start off first by dicing the onion and really cutting up the carrot nice and finely. And by the magic of YouTube, that's done. Right, over to the stove. So I've got a nice deep frying pan here, which I'm going to be using today. I'll just put a little bit of oil in there. This is peanut oil. It's sort of an Asian-y dish, sort of. Well, not really, but it could be if you added peanut oil, which is what I'm doing. So I'll just add a little bit of that, and I'll start frying the onions and the carrots. Give that a shizzle, or a shizzle, or a mix. Now, we're going to grab some ground beef, or mince, as we call it here in Oz. And I've got a kilo here, but I'm saving some for something else. So I'm going to use about, how much? Between 500 and say 700 grams. Now in American, that's like, I don't know, 1 pound, 1.5 pounds worth. Just use as much as you want really. Depends how big your family is. Well, that looks like it's changed colour nicely. So I'll move some of that out of the way a bit. And I'll just chuck in, that's half the mince. That's, what's that? That's half, what's half of one? Half a kilo. Right, so we'll just cook this mince now. Now I'm not going to add any salt to this as yet because that chicken noodle soup is probably packed full of salt, so I won't want to add any more salt. I will add some pepper though, because I mean a man's not a camel. Now this is something you could probably eat on your own if you really wanted to. Of course you're not going to, unless you're someone like me. But even I pre-cooked some rice. So I'm having mine with rice today. Ooh, look at my shell collection. Isn't it wonderful? Might as well just start cutting up this cabbage. It's part of the recipe, so if you don't like cabbage, tough. Just get some. You won't even notice that it's in there. And I'll tell you what, the next day, you'll be tooting louder than a train at a train station. So I'll just slice this up. So cut those up into small bits. That way the kids won't find it when you're serving it up to them. Although my friend's kid did find some, and we had to sit there and pick every last bit out. Alright, so that meat's cooked. So now what we'll do is we'll add the contents of this chicken noodle soup in there. 2 packs. We need to try and rehydrate these noodles somehow, so we'll add about a cup of water into there as well. Oh, nearly forgot the curry powder. And we need to add, about 2 tablespoons worth of this in. Add as much as you would like to add. I mean, this stuff, if you're not used to it, then, if you add too much, it can be a little bit potent and can contain a little bit of heat. I reckon I'll probably put too much in. Oh no. But hey, I'm hardcore, so I can tough it out. Might just add just a little bit more water in there, just a little bit. As those noodles sort of start absorbing the water, they start getting drier. So now I'll start introducing the cabbage. I'm using quite a lot of cabbage in this. You can use like half the amount I did. So we'll just mix this all together. Now if you like your cabbage a bit crispier or raw, just add it right at the end. But what I'm going to do is add it in now and let it sort of reduce right down and let it cook for another 10 or 15 minutes. What I will do is just reduce the heat down, grab my lid, and I'll just put the lid on, let all those juices steam up, let that cabbage juice and steam and whatever it's got to do. I'll just come back after like 5 minutes and give it a stir and probably leave it for another 5 minutes after that, and basically it's ready to eat now. But yeah, I will just cook that cabbage down a little bit more to soften it up a little bit more. Alright, well there it is. How's it smell? Whoa, smells like curry. Or should. Seeing I used twice as much as I should have. Anyway, let's see what it tastes like. Oh yeah. Ah, yum. Wow. I mean, that just tastes fantastic. Tell you what, I have got so much food there. I reckon I'm going to get a good 4 to 5 days out of that. Anyway, if you do make it, I'd love to know how yours turns out. If you used way too much curry like I did, I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're new to Greg's Kitchen, remember to hit my head in the corner over there and subscribe for all my latest and newest uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Greg's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where today I made some chicken noodle curry beef bits. I used way too much curry, but hey, who cares? It was delicious. Yeah.